Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video here at IXCLUSV. Today's going to be a quick one. I received another package from Scentbird today. This is going to have two colognes in it, both by Memo, spelled M-E-M-O. So as you can see, as I'm opening the package, there are going to be two cards as usual. The first one is going to be Memo African Leather, and the second one is going to be Memo, I think that's pronounced Madurai or Madurai. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But as you can see, both cards, they have information telling you about the fragrances and the different notes that are inside of them. So both colognes are by Memo Paris. One is going to be a unisex one, and one is going to be a, I guess you can say, a cologne or designed for a man. So those are the front of those notes, and then inside, as I mentioned, two colognes and two cases, or tubes I should say. So I always smell the case first because you can always have a little bit of fragrance in there. And so this is going to be the first one, which is going to be the African Leather, and that smells amazing. So as you can see right here, those tubes, once again, the reason I love Scentbird so much is because these little tubes, once you put them in a case, you can put it in your wallet, you can put it in your book bag, your work bag, whatever the case is, so it's perfect for travel. And most importantly, sometimes when you're out and about having long days, if you feel that your fragrances are wearing off, because it's so portable, you can just have a few sprays. This is the second one, which is by Memo Paris. Again, this one is, I believe it's pronounced Madurai or Madurai. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but that one also smells amazing. And this is how the front of that cologne looks if you were to buy that straight out of the store. So Memo Paris, Madurai. I'm not sure. If you know how to pronounce it, please let me know. Alright, so I'm smelling both of them again because they just smell so amazing. Sometimes I just gotta double check, and they both get my approval. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, so now that the camera's focusing, you can see those are both thumbs up on each one of those. And as you can see, on my index finger, I have the Ultra Human Ring Air. So I just dropped that video just recently. Make sure to check that one out. But let me go ahead and get these put back into the tubes. And then let me just get this back. And I always like to put them on fragile so you don't damage them, because they are fragile as far as the tips are concerned. So yeah, get them back in the case. And as always, colognes, fragrances should always be, stored in a dark, cool place for the most part. You don't want to have them in direct sunlight or heat, because that will mess up the fragrances. So what we're going to do here is get ready to go to the website so we can take a look at each of these fragrances a little bit more, and so you can see some details about both of those. So just give me a few moments here. So now we're going to take a look here on the website for each of the colognes that we're reviewing. The first one is going to be African Leather by Memo Paris. As you can see, 4 out of 5 stars out of over 1,500 ratings. So that already is a positive sign. It is a eau de parfum. It is a male fragrance, and the retail value on that is normally $300. So just keep that in mind. I will leave a link in the description so that way you can get a free cologne. So make sure, if you are, this is something you're interested in, which I definitely recommend trying it out, especially since you're going to get a free fragrance by using my link. Doesn't hurt you anything. Take a look at the website, see if there's any fragrances that you like. All right, so inspired by the African continent, this fragrance unveils warm, spicy notes of cardamom and saffron over a floral touch of geranium, which mingle with a leather accord to give life to an exceptional wild leather. So if we come down here a little bit, You'll see that the feature notes, as it mentioned, is cardamom, geranium, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, leather, saffron, and oud. Oud is the best. I love oud. If you come down a little bit more, you'll see where it is scored on for the occasion, which is date night. Personality is classic. Fragrance is woody. The season is identified as fall, and the complexity is intense. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to make this one pretty short, but as you can see, out of over 1,500 reviews, people tend to love this fragrance. And this is going to be African Leather by Memo Paris. And as you can see, even on the bottle, the inspiration is that of Africa. So that's always a good sign. The next one we're going to go to is also by Memo Paris. This one is, and once again, I hope I am not butchering this name, but I'm going to pronounce it as Madurai or Madure. One of those. One of those should be correct. Once again, 4 out of 5 stars out of 500 ratings, so that's also positive. This one is an eau de parfum. This one is one I was telling you that is unisex, and that retails for about $310. So we're going to go down a little bit, and it says, also this one is a memory of India, steeped in the rich and airy fragrance of jasmine, sambac, and the creamier scent of sandalwood is what guided the composition of Madurai or Madure, I'm not sure. A fragrance that stirs the senses with vibrant notes of citrus and turmeric like a colorful market stall. And by the way, for those of you who, if this is a concern for you, this is also vegan and cruelty free. So if that's something that is important to you, I want you to know that it meets both of those requirements for you. Coming down, as it mentions, sambac, jasmine, turmeric essence, and absolute peach. So I'm down with all of those notes. And both of these do smell amazing. So it's part of the woody fruity fragrance family. So fragrances in the woody fruity family open with fruit and citrus top notes that soften and add warmth to the wood. These scents beautifully balance the juxtaposition of bright, fresh notes with the creamy smoothness of woods. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, forgive me if I'm butchering these words. Some of these words never seen before, but you learn something new every day. And I just want to go back to the Memo Paris African Leather because I passed this part. This one is of the woody spicy fragrance. So the African Leather, that one is rich, textured, and warm. These scents evoke assertive sensuality and confidence. Scents in this family are focused around the beautiful harmony between creamy, sensual woods and bold spices, blended with hints of sweetness and amber resin. So we got one, I guess you can say, inspired by Africa. The other one is inspired by India. So I think that's pretty cool. You get a little bit of each continent with each one of these fragrances. This one's scent type is sweet. The occasion is date night. The personality is classic. The fragrance family is floral. The season is spring, and the complexity is refined. So with the African Leather, that one is fall. With the Madurai or Madure, that one is spring. So you got 2 seasons already, or I got 2 seasons, and so yeah, that's pretty dope. And so it says explore Memo Paris. So the journey is the destination. In Memo's model, the time of the journey is an integral part of the experience. It is essential for the encounter with, where is that? Beautiful to occur. Creating a perfume is part of the same movement. It is also a matter of patience and high standards in order to achieve the desired olfactory landscape. It is faithful to the vision of beauty. And Memo Red, what is that? Red Raw? Let me zoom in on here because these words here. All right, where were we at? It is faithful to the vision of the beauty that Memo redraws. Oh my God. Memo redraws the map of a sensitive world, rich in emotions, by creating a unique olfactory world map. The Parisian, I'm thinking that's Parisian, so Paris with Ian, Parisian fragrance house launched in 2007 by Clara Molloy and her husband John see fragrance as a journey, forging its identity around magical destinations and potent raw materials. This desire for travels to far-off places and encounters in the very reflection of the founding couples, she, the Parisian Catalan poet, he, the sporty Irish globetrotter. So I guess that's why one is based off of Africa, the other is based off of India, and I'm assuming that the other fragrances are maybe based off of a different continent or I guess a different part of the world, which is pretty cool. So you get a little bit of flavor of everything with Memo Paris. So I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom back out of here for one. And so yeah, this is a quick review of both of those fragrances. As I mentioned, if you are interested in joining Scentbird, go ahead and use my link in the description below. You'll get a free scent, I'll get a free scent, we both win. And if at any time you don't like it, you can always discontinue it. As I always tell people, it is very affordable. So real quick, let me just go over the pricing before I let you all go. I'm just going to go to the Help Center and type in price. And as you can see for the subscriptions, once again, I'm going to zoom back on in. Here we go. All right, so if you were to do one item per month, less than $17. If we were to do 2 per month, it's $27 or $13 and some change per item. If we were to do 3 a month, then that's $37 or $12 and some change. I always recommend going to the website, finding about 10 fragrances that you are interested in. Start off with maybe 1 a month. If you don't like it, you can always cancel it. At least you get a free fragrance out of it. The first one you'll pay for, and then the second one would be free. If you do end up liking this, then you can always increase to 2 a month or 3 a month until you get the desired amount of fragrances that you're looking for. Either way, I think it's a great bet, especially when you consider the true cost of buying a bottle. This allows you to actually try the fragrance out, see how it smells on your skin before you actually go all in and invest the full price of that fragrance. So if you did find this video helpful, please, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. This does help the channel grow. It costs you absolutely nothing to like, share, and subscribe, but it also gives me feedback in case there's something I need to change. So without further ado, wish you all a blessed day. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.